the topic that is related to public administration from the current affairs. So again we are going to use this. We will identify the daily news articles and we will identify the key points and how it can be utilized in the public administration syllabus and the previous year questions in which you can address the demand of or address the ideas of these topics, current affairs topics, including examples, ideas, content, etc. So today's topic is related to, the first article is related to handcuffing, a judicial tap and the long arm of the law, and in relation they are explaining how the police reform should be there, what are the ideas that we should be following while reforming the handcuffing, judicial tap, all these things. And related to this, you need to understand few things, that is, it is only under exceptional circumstances or the possibility of causing harm to himself or others that handcuffing an accused can be resorted to. All these are related to police reforms. What are the issues with police? And related to, there is an case mentioned, that is Prem Shankar Shukla versus Delhi administration, that should be remembered, and also state of Maharashtra versus Ravikant S. Patil, that should be remembered, and try to focus on the facts related to a National Crime Record Bureau publication on crime in India 2020 shows that 8110 cases of prisoner escape from police custody were reported in the year 2020. So remember that these are ideas related to the police reform, facts, figures and cases that can be utilized in your answers. And what is the relevance of this in your syllabus? That is, you can identify these topics under law and order administration, police, public relation. This two comes under paper 2, and in paper 1 you can relate it with the administrative law, how the law is related to public administration or the public policy, public and police relations, that should be recollected. These are the topics which you can add the content in relation to your public administration topic. This topic should be utilized while answering questions in your syllabus in relation to these topics. And key points to remember is that there is recently a High Court judgment passed over the Ishwar debate and state of Karnataka, awarding 2 lakh rupees of the compensation for handcuffing an accused. Remember that High Court held that an accused in normal circumstances need not be handcuffed on arrest. This can also be quoted in Article 21, 22 and 20. Remember to quote these kind of articles also, that is the advantages or the in relation to the ideas of organization which you may get while you are being an accused or you are arrested by a agency. So remember that also. And in such handcuffing, an arresting officer must record the reason why they are being arrested or why they are being handcuffed. That must also be mentioned under the ideas. So it is very important in relation to your right and also the public and police relationship. And next one is Prem Shankar Shukla versus Delhi administration. That is also relevant. That is, the only circumstances which validates incapacitation by irons an extreme measure is that otherwise there is no other reasonable way of preventing his escape. You can quote these ideas. You can give these examples if you are answering the question in relation to the public or police relation. You can mention these. And next one is National Police Commission, third report of National Police Commission. The threat of putting handcuffs on persons under arrest is another source of corruption. That is corruption and harassment. It is mentioned under the third report of National Police Commission. And the verdict regarding the procedures to be followed for handcuffing aids to the administrative law by limiting the arbitrary action of police person. So remember that this can be stated in the ideas of this can be stated along with the ideas of administrative law, where there is a strict regulation, that is government is contained by the regulations, rules and regulations, that can also be utilized while answering the question in relation to administrative law. And also there is National Police Commission Draft Model Police Act of 1981. That is, police has a paramount obligation and duty to function according to the requirements of Constitution. All these points are filler points for your answers in relation to law and order. Remember that also. And that is, there are certain list of duties has been prescribed by NPC which can be taken into considerations. And also there is changing role and responsibility of police. This is very important, changing role and responsibility of police. And remember that the methodology to elicit operations and assistance of community must be there. And also the police act should also the new police act should also reflect the expectation of people, that is public police relation. This is mentioned here, that is, there is a requirement for expectation of the people should be reflected in the modern democratic society and by the police. That is also mentioned here. And next one is service oriented and community oriented policing system. We have earlier in the last part or last session we have also discussed about the ideas of metropolitan Bobby system, which is a community policing type, which says that there should be a service oriented and community oriented policing system. And this can be applied in these three questions in the previous after 2013. This can be applied in three different questions. That is, police public relations are a story of insincere effort made by both sides, made on both sides. What are the efforts? What are the issues in this? The issues of handcuffing is used as a method of harassment. You can mention that, or you can also mention that the distrust between the police and public. You can mention that. And in the case related to the police reforms in India have remained a contentious issue, you can also quote public police relation or how these affect the modern organizational issues. You can also mention that. So try to remember these ideas. These are very important ideas related to public police relations. Try to focus on. We will continue the topics. We will focus on the ideas in the coming days also. Keep in mind that follow the channel, follow the Telegram channel as well. The Telegram link of the channel will be given in the description. So thank you all. See you next time.